What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on Just Kidding channel. And this is going to be part 3 of Deyton's STI Overhaul. So as you can tell from the title of the video, we're going to be doing a Grimmspeed front mount intercooler on his car, right? So we already started taking apart the front bumper. '18 front bumper looks way better than mine. Way better. So, got the bash bar out, or reinforcement bumper. So I got the reinforcement bumper out, as you can see right here. Front end is almost off of the STI. We already got the top mount out because we were doing his downpipe install. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna remove the rest of the intercooler piping and then go from there. Want to ride the bike? We're not gonna waste any time at all. We're gonna get to installing the intercooler. Of course, Deyton got the powder coated red and wrinkle red at that. Like it's gonna be a little offset. Alright, so I didn't pick up the camera in a little while because things started getting a little frustrating when it comes to this. When people make videos about this, it's not actually how it goes. There's always issues. So for starters, we had an issue with the Grimmspeed Hellhorn bracket. It just didn't work with the front mount. So we had Dave, if you're watching this, we appreciate you, cut the bracket so we can mount it on top. I have never seen anyone do it like this, so we're probably the first ones. If it works, it works. Anyways, so what's basically happening is from the turbo right here, the air comes down here from the hot side, goes inside the intercooler, gets cool, come back up, and goes inside of the throttle body, right? So yes, we still have the stock bypass valve or recirculating valve, whatever it is. What's next is we do need to cut these two hoses and make them into one. Right here, these two hoses, cut them. So I'm really not going into depth with these videos. I just want to show you guys that we've done it and then show you guys the progress that the car will make. You can definitely find like more detailed explanations in Grimmspeed's video. They go through it. We had to watch it. So yeah, next step is getting those two hoses cut and we're good. One other thing, you have to trim the splash guard. They did not say that in the video. And you also have to trim the fender liner. So I'm gonna show you right here. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but right here, we have to trim that in order for the intercooler piping to come through. Also have to trim it in a splash guard so we can mount it back up. Nowhere in their video did it say that. Ain't that right, Deyton?
That is so true. Very true. Very frustrating. They will hear from me.
Yeah, it was very frustrating. We were trying to figure it out. Like, should we cut this or not? We watched the video. It didn't say nothing about it. So let's just get these two hoses cut, and then we might be able to turn this car on tonight. All right, so we finally got everything done. Intercoolers installed. Deyton already has the access port installed, the intake installed, downpipe installed, catback installed. The last thing is the boost controller, which is right under here. All right, so it is now a new day. All the videos that you've been seeing so far, we've done in one day. So in one day, we got the downpipe in, we got the catback in, we got the front mounted intercooler in. We also relocated the hella horns so they can fit with the bumper on. And right now, what's last to do is the boost controller. So Deyton bought a Grimmspeed boost controller, and we're gonna get into installing that. After that is done, the car is done. We do have to kind of like do a boost leak test, but we don't have a tester here. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around when the car is warm. We're just gonna rip around the block, see if any of the couplers come off, see if we have to tighten anything, and then since we're close to the house, we can run and grab tools. But I do think we did pretty well, and Grimmspeed did pretty well in designing this kit. All right, so I'm just gonna install the boost controller, and then after that, we'll throw the bumper back on. Car is done. All right, so far I removed 4 bolts. There was one right here, one right here, one right there, and one over here. Gotta get this this clip off. I guess you don't. So just pop the hose off. You don't have to take this. You don't have to take. I thought you had to like remove this, but once you pop the hose off, it's good. It gives you access to everything behind here. So look, the Grimmspeed boost controller is basically plug and play. This hose goes down to a T. One goes to the wastegate, and the other goes to the turbo right there. So we're basically gonna start plumbing it up, and this is the last piece. Once we get this part on, we're pretty much good to run the car. I'm assuming I'm gonna figure out how this placement goes, but it seems like it's this clip. It's a blue clip. All right, so there's a T for the STI on the intake port. Right there, you see there's a hose, and then there's the T going that way. It connects to the wastegate right there. It's kind of hard to see because you know, got all these hoses in the way, but right there. So I'm gonna be removing that. This whole thing should come out straight from here, and then we're gonna continue to get this boost controller in. That's out. Right, just switched memory cards because my last one said it was full. Anyways, got the boost controller out. This goes to the inlet of the turbo. This goes to wastegate, and this goes right here. Obviously this blue plug was for this, and it comes out. These two might be a little bit difficult to get to because they're in such a like tiny, like tight spot. But if I can get it out, you can get it out. So next, we're gonna be installing the Grimmspeed boost controller. All right, so we're gonna just get into installing it. So you're gonna need this off of the stock boost controller. It's gonna be put on right here, a little tight. You're gonna use the hose that they supplied for you. Gonna be using it for here. You're gonna be using it on the turbo compressor and also the wastegate. I will tell you, port 1 goes to the intake, port 2 goes to the wastegate, port 3 goes to the turbo. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna try and see if I can get those in, and then we'll continue from there. So this hose I'm gonna put on right here. Feel like right in here, and when we put the cover on, it's gonna be like in this area. So there's more than enough hose. I'm just gonna give myself an excess amount just so I can cut it to properly fit. So we're gonna cut it right here. There we go. Next, we're gonna get down to the turbo compressor housing. All right, that is on, not coming off. I am gonna go around this and throw like zip ties on these Jones because like I definitely don't want them to come out. But for right now, we're just gonna cut the hose to length, and we'll worry about the zip ties afterwards. So boom, that's finito. Last but not least, and probably the most tightest position, is the wastegate. All right, so all the hoses are on. I'm gonna see if Deyton has zip ties for me to zip tie them so they don't come off. And then we're gonna put this bracket back, but before we put the bracket back, I wanna put the actual boost controller on it because it's supposed to sit like this, and it's gonna be a pain for me to get my hand in here for me to tighten this. So I'm gonna do this first, get it on, and then we're good. All right, so did exactly what I told you guys I was gonna do. I bolted this up first, only because it's just an odd position, especially when you have to get the nut in for this. It's just a little uncomfortable for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everything on and then bolt it in, clip it up, and we're done. Get this on. There we go. So this is gonna run this way, and I'm gonna start bolting everything up. This bolt goes here. I wanted to route under here. I can have it in here, no? Oh, yes. Right there. This is gonna go under here, as well as this one. Okay. So this one's gonna get put back there. this nut back on. All right. So everything is tightened down. So now we're gonna get all these in. So I don't know if you guys can hear my phone like blowing up, and that's because today that I'm making this video, it is my birthday. So if y'all want to wish a boy a happy birthday, you know what I'm saying. But yes. Damn, I just missed. All right, so we're gonna give port 1 the intake. Well, real quick. Just need a little flashlight for me to see. I believe this is 1, so this is gonna go here. Give it a little slack. And cut it a little higher. Right there. Boom. Port 2 is gonna be the wastegate. This is the hose from the wastegate. So this is gonna go here. Give it a little slack. Boom. And last but not least, this is gonna be the compressor housing. And I give this enough slack so I don't have to worry about it. Right here, I'm just gonna cut right here. It's out of the way. It's a little tight, but it's on there. All right, so just gonna throw some zip ties on, make sure this stays, and once I cut them, we'll be done. I know I'm using such large zip ties because I don't have the tiny ones right now. These work all the same. Right, so the car has been put back together. This is what we're looking at right now. Doesn't even look like we did anything, honestly. With the hella horns moved, you can't see them as much, but they're in there. You do see the front mount. Deyton is contemplating whether or not if he should cut the inside of this out so it gets more air. I think he should, because, you know, although he doesn't want to cut the OEM bumper, I think he should. So with that being said, I'm going to set up the camera so when he starts it up, you guys can hear what this car is going to sound like. First, we're going to change the map to the Stage 2 Plus map, and then we're gonna go out and take it for a drive. checking the AFRs and things of that nature, because you know we don't want this car to run lean. And we've basically went over the car again, put everything back. The extra nuts and bolts that we have are for the things that we removed. Heat shield doesn't fit, things of that nature. So too much talking, I'm gonna set up the camera right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the map before we start the car. So I'm gonna turn the key to on. Right, and so I'm gonna go to exit. Tune. Alright, so Deyton has different maps in here, so I'm gonna see which one he suggests. Wow, there's a lot of maps in this one. So let's see what he suggests. Alright, so we're gonna go with this. Just continue. Alright, once it's at 100, it will tell you to turn the car off. Alright. So now, all we have to do next is start the car. Hear the way it sounds. What do you think?
Ready to go as soon as it warm up, though.
So what's up? That is insane. Oh, man. Yeah. My car does not feel like this. What do you think? Oh man, yeah. Oh snap! And the brakes are crazy good.
Yeah, I like the brakes.
All right, so there you guys have it, the STI overhaul. So in that short time, we did front mount intercooler, boost controller, yes, downpipe and catback. Deyton already did his intake. That was before I got there, and also he did his bypass valve after I left. So all of that is done on the car. He also ordered an FP green turbo, so that car is gonna be making some jam. He just upgraded the fuel pump too. I feel like every time I think about it, it's something new he got. But anyways, so I appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions, just hit the comments or hit me on social media. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one.